certainly isn't about, the demonstrators. I mean, be real, I have a lot thicker skin than that. It really is about the overarching lack of respect for the officers.
Another major story today. After more than 30 years with the Seattle Police, the chief, Carmen Best, is retiring. She says you need to know when it's time to go, and right now is her time to go. So this follows the city council decision to lop off $4 million from the Seattle Police Department's budget. And it's safe to say that Chief Best did not agree with the move. King 5's Chris Daniels joining us now live. And Chris, the chief issued a personal message today and uncharacteristically also got political at times.
Yeah, Joyce, it was a retirement celebration and villainization of the Seattle City Council all rolled into one. An extraordinary news conference.
I'm done. Can't do it.
Seattle Police Chief Carmen Best abruptly retires and simultaneously tees off on the city council.
Well, it's ridiculous. Illegal, by the way, but also ridiculous. And so how else am I supposed to feel? There's a whole room full of department heads in here, and not one of them was named, just me. So yeah, I take it personal.
Carmen Best, the Seattle Police Chief, resigns. She resigned. Wow, that's a blow to Seattle. This set Seattle way back. This police officer, the Seattle Police Chief, Carmen Best, she served the force, I believe, for 28 years in Seattle. And then she's now the police chief, and she announced her resignation, I believe, a couple days ago, after they approved the defunding of police. It's a sad time. I mean, the whole point about Black Lives Matter is to support black people. Well, she's black and she's gone. And I don't blame her. She did a decent job, and her hands were tied. She had people show up at her house for threats, her personal house. And it's just a sad time, right? Because Seattle's falling apart, people. And they're cutting 100 positions in the Seattle Police Force right now. We're already behind 300 positions, so there's 400 officers down. The council, Seattle City Council, and Black Lives Matter pushed her out. Let me rephrase that. They pushed her out. No other way to spin this. Her hands were tied as a police chief. The mayor tied her hands. They wanted to allow people to loot. They wanted to allow protesters to do their thing and turn it into riots. Police had no power in Seattle. And then, on top of that, she wasn't included in any decision with the council for budget cuts at all. So, after they approved the budget cuts, she resigned. She's gone. Again, if it was me, I would have resigned when they tied my hands and couldn't protect her own police in the police department. And what's so interesting about this whole event is Black Lives Matter said this is not moving us any closer to what we want. And you're the people that pushed her out. How ironic is that? See the destruction you make, Black Lives Matter organization? You're not for the good, you're for the evil. And now you have a police chief that was black that's gone. So we have no police chief. We have 100 police officers that are or that are positions that are going to be cut. We're probably going to have another 100 that resign. I mean, that's 300, 400, 500 police officers down. It's a sad time right now. And when you're forced out and you have no support from the Seattle City Council and your mayor, and you're the police chief, and you can't defend the police officers, and you can't support your police officers, and you're not included in the budget cuts, what are you supposed to do? Resign. It's 28 years, she's going to get her pension, get out of there. And in fact, I'm surprised at any Seattle police officers stay on force. Because of the budget cuts, that can devastate a whole police department. So, with that, I want to hear your thoughts. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. Make sure you share this video. And here's the amazing part. They cut her salary, and don't confirm me on this, but this is the rumor. They cut her salary $100,000, but we want you to stay. If you cut anybody's salary on a normal, any given day, $10K, they're pissed off. Could you imagine your salary being cut $100,000? You might not even make that much. But let's say you made $300,000. Let's say she made $250,000. Let's say she made $200,000. And you take $100,000 out, you're pissed off. And then you tie your hands and you can't run your police department. You have no say in what goes on. I'm gone, man. I'd have been gone the minute they wouldn't allow me to protect my police officers when the riots were happening in Chaz or CHOP or whatever it was. It's a sad time, people, and this is happening all over. Now, the difference between her and the black police chief for Dallas is that she's backed by the mayor. And when they were protesting on that bridge in Dallas, she arrested all those protesters because it violated a penal code. And that penal code was that you're not to obstruct traffic on a freeway. And they did that. And they were warned, and she arrested them. Here, Carmen Best wanted to do her best job, no pun intended, but her hands were tied by the Seattle City Council and the mayor. Sad times, people. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Just want to give you another update. Again, the truth will set you free, fool. Don't forget it. Love y'all. Stay on board. Stay strong. Share this video again. Subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.